Hi guys, welcome back to Top Gossip 24, and I am the one representing Top Gossip. Guys, I'm going to show you some undercover video going on in Togo, and like what the people are also trying to disagree with the president trying to stay there for 10 years and also trying to create a little secretariat going on. So guys, I will show you the video, and that is also going to blow your mind. So guys, just stay tuned and watch the video. This is really outrageous in what is going on out there. So guys, just stay tuned for this.
Hi, fellow viewers. Humbly want to draw your attention to what is going on in Togo currently. Before then, my greetings to each and everyone. It's with a broken heart to tell you publicly what is going on in Togo. The reality, the fact, what is governance in Togo. I may say, Nyasingbe clan, Nyasingbe family, as I will start with Nyasingbe Yadima being the president of the country for almost 38 years before he passed on with the icy hands of governance, when no opposition had to interrupt in governance in the country. When you don't have the same view with the president, then you have to make yourself away from the country, making a lot of people, a lot of Togolese in finding themselves in the diaspora. I would say those who resisted or those who didn't know they were having eyes on them were found dead in their homes, in lagoons, or in other places. I will humbly continue to tell you that till 1991, when the Togo wanted a democracy and the opposition leaders gathered and they have to protest, and for almost 1 year people have to stay at home without going to work, and the situation was very tedious. Then they called in for the referendum. That is where democracy came into the country. And the constitution was written by all the other people, other Togolese who think it's necessary, who think it's valuable to have a very good constitution for the country. And that is why the constitution is written and adopted by almost 4 on 5. That is 4/5 of the population. And in this constitution is stated 2 terms of office, renewal only once. After this term of office, Funyasingbe Yadema passed, I will tell you the constitution have to be changed in favor of him to continue ruling. He ruled till 2003. Then he continued with the change of the constitution and until he died in 2005. How are elections conducted? The elections are conducted in a way to favor the government. We can see publicly where ballot boxes are carried out by the military. People were beaten, people were shot before, during, and after elections. International organizations were called on as to state, ECOWAS, African Union, European Union, because they send observers to come and witness how the election is going on. And this, I will say, these observers, international organizations that come to assist the election, made it to the extent that Togolese don't have any trust in them, because in front of them, the buses are carried by the military, the ballot buses, They were broken, but the results are proclaimed in favor of the government, and they continue ruling in this way. And these elections will in no way or the other favor the government, but they always win. And this win will have to irritate the population. They have to get on the streets to protest against the results. And this renders many people lifeless. People seeing themselves in rivers, others seeing themselves in prisons, many tortured, and many killed. From there, I will tell you, after all these things, all call on international organizations are to no avail in the Republic of Togo. And this is very, 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 very pitiful. For all this does not go in favor of still of the government. They want to cover everything they do. I'll still go back and talk to you about how election results are announced. The election results are announced in rooms when they bring the videos on television, where armed men have to be with the person who wants to give the results, to the extent that sometimes even the electoral commission will have to be giving result and say they are sorry because they can win over 100% of the vote of the casted votes. This will annoy the population who always want the truth, the facts to be exposed to the whole world. This is very, very difficult for the government, and they don't want to leave power. Until 2005, when the Yadimanya Singbe passed on his son for Sosinamanya Singbe to power in a bloody situation. Togolese were hoping that after the death of Yadimanya Singbe, there will be a change of government. To their amazement, the constitution was changed the same night 3 times to favor his son, Ford Nyasingbe, to come to power. When people protested, a lot of people were killed on the streets, in houses. People were drawn in waters, and international organizations were called upon to view, to witness, and to have their say in what is going on in Togo. But to the amazement of the Togolese, since 2005, there was no solution to that. Reports, international reports were brought that over 500 people were killed. Others came with 1,000 and over, and the population is saying it's more than even 2,000 people who were killed. But nothing was done on this. Ford continued ruling, and his 2 term of office passed when he has to go. But the constitution also was changed to favor him still, which makes it irritative for the population. When they wanted to protest, a lot of people are killed again in 2015. From there, he continued ruling, and the opposition parties have to rise up and say no to that. And it was bloody day again in Togo when people are slaughtered, militias are recruited, people go to people's houses, beat them in their houses, take them to a destination known to no one. A lot of Togolese are missing, and they don't know where they are missing. They can't find their trace. They can't know where their dead bodies are too. This bloody situation is very, very dangerous, leading Togolese to the bitterness, the great bitterness of this whole world. They don't have any enjoyment, and the economic hardship continue. Where Togolese are under employment. Young ones have to be riding Okada or motorbikes as taxis for a day in, day out activities just to feed themselves. There is no future, there is no happiness in the country until recently. What happened in the change of the constitution again? Togolese were sleeping and they woke up just to see that their constitution had been changed again. Now, from the presidential governance to parliamentary governance. Now, Togolese will no more have to vote for their president, but only the parliamentary people. Parliamentarians have to go and cast their vote according to their choice. These parliamentarians or this parliament is made up of foreign based party at almost 100%. And now the population wanted him to step down. He should step down for another person to continue. And this is done recently by the diaspora, people living outside the country. And you have activists who called that this is too much, the population should get. Yeah, let me now tell you about what happened on the 25th, 26th, and 27th till today, what is going on in the Republic of Togo. Frankly speaking, it is very difficult on the 26th when people came out to protest against this government. The demonstration started early in the morning, streets were empty, and the areas where the demonstration is supposed to started, and they were choked with military and police combined teams. These people were thinking, these people were available, the military and the police were available to guide them protest, but to their amazement, it was to disperse them. Tears gas were fired on human beings, not in the air. A lot of people were injured. A lot of people have to run for their life, and they have to be chased to their homes, be beaten mercilessly. People even got dead from beating. A lot of people are currently at the hospital. On the 28th, it continued with the beating, and the population also was resisting to say something for the whole world to hear. But this government wouldn't allow them to talk. So they were oppressed. They have to be beaten. People have to be chased. Not even the protesters. But if they see you on the streets, then they have to beat you. Women, children, and young boys were beaten mercilessly when they are met on the streets. The military continue with the police, continue beating people mercilessly with no mercy until the third day. Lest I forget, markets were empty, shops were empty, the streets were vacant to prove their status, telling the government that they are fed up with this icy hand of governance, with this serious, wicked, barbaric stature of ruling human beings as of this 21st century. This all is done in presence of African Union, ECOWAS, and to say France or European Union. Nothing is done about this, and As I'm speaking to you, campaign start for local election. And you still see them on the streets. And as I'm speaking to you, people are still in prison. People are at the morgue. No official statement from the government to speak about what is happening. The president did not come out to talk about what is going on, how people are dead. No. And life is very difficult, very, very difficult. We are saying this high once again to the European Union, especially France and Western world, African Union, ECOWAS, to see to the seriousness of this status of Togolese living in the hardship, in a barbaric situation, no freedom of speech. As I'm speaking to you, I'm in the Togo land, but I have to hide myself. I have to hide my face. If not, even this, I am at a high risk. Yes, I am at a high risk. When they get to know this, I am no more. We are pleading. Togolese are pleading. We are pleading. We are pleading to the international organization, human rights organizations, to speak to the issue in Togo. Togolese have only one speech, one word. They are tired of the Nyasingbe clan, who is ruling for almost 58 years and above, getting to 60 years. They are tired of one hand, icy, barbaric governance. Come into aid for Togolese. Come into aid for Togolese. Come into aid for Togolese. We call on European Union once again. We call on African Union. We call on ECOWAS to intervene seriously for Togolese to have a better way of living. We have no hope for the future. We have no.
You guys just watched the video and it was like a really good narrating story from Ethel, and I think it's really bad of people like getting murdered and like bad stuff happening. The president is also really doing is like a really bad job at as he being a president. So guys, I'm gonna ask my counterpart what he also thinks about it.
All right, so I believe strongly that, guys, after you saw the video, you know exactly what's going on. It looked pretty bad, right? But again, these are some of the things that are happening elsewhere that the media will not show all to you. But again, we want to take it upon ourselves to go undercover to get effort to narrate the entire story as to what is going on in Togo. Now, my point here is what is going to happen to the future generation when they see that an elderly person who's supposed to show them the way through democracy is doing this. What do you think with the young chaps that are growing up in Togo?
I mean, it's also going to be affecting them coming through because they know they had a really bad president back in that days, and so like they also really want to expect a good president that's going to help them. That's like the president taking opinions from the citizens because that also helps them know what you're trying to do.
I strongly believe with what you're talking about right now, because I believe that the young chaps, they're going to be learning from what is going on. They're going to be looking at what is going on. They're going to be looking at how their parents are being beaten up. They're going to be looking at how people are being maltreated on the street and stuff like that, with the military all over the place. You know, when I see some of the videos, it was so hurting, you know. But hey, guys, that is what it is, and that is what AFO coming to speak about, right? That is what we all saw. And I believe strongly that like how we all saying is going to be affecting the kids, and it would be affecting their school. I don't know if you think that.
Oh yeah, that is definitely also going to affect their school, because let's say all the police just attack them because like they're also trying to go get their kids and trying to get home quickly so nothing bad happens. Anything can just happen on their way. And remember, this video is really real.
All right, guys. So it is what it is. I know the reason why most of you kind of skeptics about the whole thing, but that is what is going on out there in Togo. And this is an undercover stuff we are showing to you, and we're gonna be showing you guys a couple of stuff. We're gonna be making sure that whatever is going on in Togo, we'll bring all of them out there for all of you to hear. Okay. Now I will add a little bit of PG and a little bit of tree and everything up to you, so that you know exactly what's going on. This is an update. This is something that is a course of Togo. What do you see there? Now Togo for no almost pet near Kosodo, but you are saying we or no or say or after 10 years no person transobium or no so on peneso. 10 years no so man or person transfer for extra years, and that is the reason why air courses here Togo. No, now we're trying to make sure we discuss the entire team and try to ensure say the African leaders, the AU, the international community will be able to say near course on Togo, and yet they will be able to correct some of those things now. Now, what is your final take with respect to the whole thing?
I think it is really, really bad for what is happening back there in Togo, and I feel like the president should try to do well better over there. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Shalom, peace.